Hello there from our last day on the American Dream, and today we're starting our day at Cedar Point with a boat tour for around 90 minutes around Cedar Point, and we're going all around the local area on Lake Erie. So we're not just going to be looking at Cedar Point, we're going to be looking at some of the local sort of like freight areas and stuff like that. So not exactly sure where we're going, other than we're going quite a way out of onto the water. Quite nervous because I am scared of boats, but very much looking forward to the views of Cedar Point. And once we've done the boat tour, we'll be going into the park and having another full day on the rides.
Evacuation, please head to the bottom aft deck where the crew will assist you into the lifeboat. We have restrooms on the inside cabin, both forward and starboard side. We have a coffee bar on the inside. Please feel free to help yourself. Alright, sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. We're going to take our time out and around the Cedar Point Peninsula here, give you guys plenty of good views of the park. Then we'll head over to the historic Marblehead Lighthouse. We'll flow down over there, a lot of great photo opportunities. There's a lake freighter in the Marblehead Stone Dock right next door. We'll check that out. Depending on time, we'll head down for a quick tour of downtown Sandusky as well. If you have any questions or concerns while we're on our trip, the uniform crew will be happy to assist. Let us know if we can do anything for you. Other than that, sit back, relax, enjoy the morning cruise.
In Cedar Point now for day 2 in the park, or day 3, but day 2 as far as full days go. And we're starting the day on the B&M Invert Raptor, opened here in the park in 1995. And the fast lane entrance is somewhere down here. Main entrance is there. Fast lane is somewhere down here. Mark's leading the way. Very keen to get on this. It is a very tall B&M Invert. Mark will no doubt say at the end that it was better than Nemesis, but not better than Batman.
Facts.
Facts. And so far, Mr. Michael has joined us. Fan of Raptor.
I was last time I went on it, yeah.
Excellent. Right, well, let's go and see how this goes today. Looks like Raptor is a popular coaster here in the morning, because that's the main queue over there, and this is the fast lane queue. They're about comparable at the minute. Does appear to be on 2 trains. However, there was a couple of stories a few weeks ago that this wasn't particularly well operated. So, what do you reckon, Mark? Looking forward to this?
Yeah.
Yeah, not sure.
Should be alright. I mean,
it's a bit of a wait, isn't it, for even with fast lane?
Yeah, even on 3 trains.
Is it on 3?
Yeah, 1.
Oh shit,
2,
yeah.
3.
So I noticed the 3rd one. It's a 3 train stack on a B&M Invert.
Yeah.
Don't see that on Nemesis, mate.
It only has 2 trains anyway.
I knew you were going to throw that one back. just taken our probably only ride of the day on Raptor. Bit of a slow one that, getting on.
Bit of a slow one. Looks as though they added the third trainer while I was on it. One thing I would say is it's not an early in the day ride.
No.
It's the last thing at night when it's an all day running ride, and then you get some good forces on it. But that a bit lackluster.
Just didn't do anything, did it really?
No, a little tiny bit of foot tingling on the helix, and that was it. Like I say, like whereas the other night when I did it, it was forceful all the way around. It must take some time to run in on it.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think, Andy?
Pretty plain.
Yeah.
Nothing much on it. It's smooth enough, but it's a bit slow just now.
Yeah, agreed. Definitely a night rider.
Yeah, definitely. Much more force.
Next up, it's Valravn Cedar Point B&M dive coaster that opened in the park in 2016. The last time we were here at Cedar Point, we did a behind the scenes tour of Valravn. I'll put a link at the top of the screen because it was an excellent tour and one that I'd love to do again someday.
That double station doesn't materially improve Oblivion's throughput.
Just taken our first ride on Valravn. There he goes. Start with Mark, what did you think of that?
It's alright, you know.
Yeah.
Good. Nice view at the top, you know. Good inversions. Just an overall fun coaster.
Yeah, one of the better dive machines, I think.
Yeah, it certainly is. It certainly is one of the better dive machines. You get some good forces on it. It's very popular as well. So, you know, long may it continue here.
Yeah, I'd like to do that tour on it again someday. The views up there were amazing.
Yeah, you know, when we did it, it was rather cloudy, so I'd like it on a day like this where we could just go up and take some really good pictures.
Tony Clark wasn't convinced yesterday when I said the toast was one of the highlights of that tour. I think he thought I was taking the mick, but it was. The breakfast was really good.
Yeah, it was nice, that breakfast.
I think as well, we weren't getting anything in the hotel breakers, were we? So that didn't help.
No, so we just had breakfast with the staff.
What could be better?
On this?
Yeah.
A man-made tunnel here at the bottom.
Yeah.
It would be ace, you know, because you won't be able to see it. And it's just, am I going to fit through it? Incredible. It would add something to the ride.
Definitely.
You're not going to do it now, though.
No, too late. But I suppose it works. It's a nice setting round here. But like you say, the tunnel would be so much better.
It would.
What do you think, Andy?
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
One of the best rock coasters I've been on.
Yeah.
Nice and smooth, good air time, good hang time at the start, just dangling you over the edge. Pretty much one of the best coasters I've been on. And
Cool.
I'm quite a few of them now.
Yeah, you're a big fan of Shikra.
Yeah, Shikra's good.
Yeah.
Love to get on it again to compare the two closer to each other, but yeah, brilliant.
In yesterday's vlog, we didn't have time to talk about Top Thrill Dragster, but of course, it was confirmed earlier on this year that it wouldn't be opening at all in 2022. And there's a big question mark remaining over its future Is it going to return in 2023 or in beyond years? Or is it gone for good? In my opinion, they won't want to lose it, but I really am on the fence, not literally because the fence is there, but I really am on the fence whether it'll reopen or not. Mike's got some theories.
Okay, so first thing is there is a huge rumour doing the rounds that the trains have gone to Knott's Berry
Yeah.
to service accelerator. So that suggests obviously that if they have, it's not going to open entirely as it was previously if it does reopen. Now, the other thing is on that front is it's notoriously unreliable as the hydraulic launch coaster.
Yeah, I was saying in the Top Thrill Tourist vlog yesterday when Carl asked me if I thought it'd reopen, I don't think they'll want to lose it, but I do think they'll want to make modifications because, as we know, it doesn't have some downtime. Every time.
I'm so lucky to get on it in 2019.
Like every time,
I treasure that one ride I got in 2019.
So every time I've been on it, I've not been in the queue without it having at least a 5-minute stop.
Yeah.
Like when I was here in 2018, it was shut for like the first quarter of the day, and I typically
that time, didn't
yeah,
you, as well,
but typically I'd literally just gone to the car park to get something for the camera, and like Mullet and Mitch both rang me and they were like, "It's running!" So then I was running. I had to run back in.
What do I think might happen to it? I'm sure I saw something quite recently about the park wanting to maintain its record-breaking heritage.
Yeah.
Now, does that mean they might look at possibly extending the top of it?
Well, this is one thing that we discussed yesterday. I mean,
Um,
if they ripped out this, the launch, put in LSM like you suggested,
I think we go.
and then we go 500 foot, don't we?
I mean, the thing is, you look at this. The difference in height currently between this and Red Force is about 40 foot.
Yeah.
Speed about 10 mile an hour.
Then there's King Dakar.
King Dakar's what? 50 foot taller than this. About 80 foot taller than Red Force. But this launch run, for those who are familiar, this launch run's a lot longer than Red Force's.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain of it. So you sort of think slightly more powerful LSMs, maybe a kicker halfway up. It's not beyond the realms.
There's something else.
Style trains.
There's something else to consider. I don't know if it'll ever happen. There's a lot of talk, people saying it'll never happen, it's a pipe dream and all this, that and the other. There is a roller coaster that's apparently going to the Middle East, which is going to take the record off King Dakar for height and speed. If that's the case, Cedar Point have got the chance to do one better than both Six Flags in America and in the Middle East.
Is it Six Flags in the Middle East?
I think so.
Right.
I'm not 100% sure, but that's like Cedar Fair gives like the ultimate 2 fingers up at Six Flags by going, you think you're getting the record again? Well, actually we're taking it off both of your rides. So obviously the roller coaster wars aren't like they used to be, but there is still a competitive edge.
It's been stagnant for a while.
Yeah.
Other than that, the world speed record obviously went about 10 years ago.
The most like competition I've seen between parks at the minute is SeaWorld and Universal constantly jibing at each other on. It's the Orlando parks are constantly giving each other a bit of stick on Twitter, and it's like, it's all fun and games, but if Cedar Fair go, actually, we're the masters of this game, we're having 500 foot, who's taking that off them?
Is it 4 or 5 world records, height records this park's held before?
They've had several. I mean, obviously Magnum, Millennium and Top Thrill are the bare minimum. I'm sure Gemini took some record.
Gemini was the world's tallest full circuit roller coaster.
Right, so there's another one then.
It was a spike coaster that was taller.
Yeah.
But Gemini was the world's tallest full circuit roller coaster in '79 when it opened.
Right, so keeping it short, one word answer, will it reopen?
Yes.
When?
How long is a piece of string?
That was more than one word. And yeah, and your last question for now, because obviously we've got a lot to do in this park. If it reopens then, do you think it'll have the same trains and the same launch?
Well, based on current, no, it won't have the same trains. Can't see why they keep the same system, honestly.
No.
I don't see the point in it if you're going to have to.
You don't see the point of Cedar Point.
And if you're going to have to overhaul it, you might as well introduce a more reliable system.
Agreed.
The LSM system is more reliable than the hydraulic system.
I don't have a lot more to add than what Mike said at this point in time, but what I want to say is that leading up to this trip, I was a bit like, yeah, I've accepted Top Thrill's closed, I'm not going to miss it. And, you know, you just accept it's going to be shut. No. First time I walked past it the other day, I was like, I wanted to cry, honestly. It's like the atmosphere in this area is so different. Normally the grandstand's full of people waving at their friends, waving at the family, taking photos. You can hear I'm ready to go in the background. You can hear arms down, heads back and all that, and you can see the lights flashing. There's none of that, and you've just lost a little bit of atmosphere in this area. And in my honest opinion is that Cedar Point will not want to lose that permanently, and they will not want to lose Top Thrill Dragster permanently. It might come back as Top Thrill Dragster 2 with new launch, new trains, new height record, or it might come back as it was. I don't care, I just want it to come back in one way or another. I said in a video before this trip that this might be the last time I come here for 4 or 5 years. If that reopens next year, there'll be vlogs from this park next year, that's a certainty. Anyway, we've got some rides to do, so I better get moving. Here's Carol. Nice shirt. That's what John Bell's called you on Twitter, isn't it? It's funny. Oh. Andy, come in a sec. So there's a bit of a thing going around on Twitter that Scottish people can't say Carl. Can you give us a demonstration?
Carl.
There we go. See, it's just John Bell that can't.
John Bell, isn't
yeah,
it?
so see, John, it's Carl.
Carl.
Not Carol.
With a K as well.
Carl with a C.
I'm going.
Go on, off you go. Back to your own channel. We're going on Maverick then.
We're going on Maverick.
Thanks for that, Andy.
Even on the wristband today.
Mark's off.
Mark's gone.
Thing is, right, everywhere you turn, there's someone on the PvE trip. Didn't see you a minute ago. And then got, Jason and John there. We're off for lunch. We're everywhere we are. Look, there's Tara as well, sunburnt. Carl, same shorts on for the 7th day running. We've got the big Cedar Farm and we've got a big Mancunian. How was Maverick?
Wow. I don't have to take offence for that.
No, it's been as in, you know, big famous person. Top Thrill tourist, known around the world now, vlogging at Cedar Point.
Yes. But no, what did I think of Maverick? Great. I think it's a great coaster.
It is.
Really do think it's an absolutely brilliant coaster. Yeah, snappy, great. And it was weird, like we're going up the lift hills with Mark. It's mad that we were walking around that yesterday.
Yeah.
It was absolutely mad that we were literally walking underneath the track and round it.
It's not very often you get to go in the ride area whilst the ride's running.
No.
So it's like, yes, all these views.
Brilliant, seriously so good. But
Right.
no, it was really good.
Cool.
Really enjoyed it.
Excellent. Well, I know you've got enough to go and meet up with Carl. Carl, your
I'm
Carl.
going to meet myself.
Yeah, you're going to go meet yourself. No, you're going to go meet Carol.
Carol.
The cleaner. You're going to go meet Chris and Gemma, I believe. So we'll let you get on with it, mate, and we'll catch up with you later on.
Yeah, we'll see you around.
Nice t-shirt.
Thank you.
Not as good as mine though. See you later.
Better, mate.
See you later, mate. Mike's bearing gifts after a ride on Maverick. Cheers, mate. Garlic sticks for everybody. Right, before you have your dinner. Oh wow, we really are filming in a shaded bit here. Colour correction required. Look at this, Mark. Do you want to back up a little bit, Mike?
Get the sunshine.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't walk into people and don't fall over. Keep going, keep going. Right, that'll do. Just about to see you now. How was your ride on Maverick?
Ace.
Ace?
Number one coaster.
Number one coaster? Not bad. Not bad. In this park or overall?
Overall, worldwide.
What makes it good for you?
Airtime.
Yeah.
Lots of it.
Yeah.
Comfortable seat, comfortable restraint.
Yeah.
For me personally, anyway. And the second launch.
Yeah, it's good.
Second launch into that bank turn is excellent.
Yeah, really is good.
Yeah.
Do you not think the restraints are a little bit uncomfortable on your neck? No.
Not at all. I actually find them really comfortable on my shoulders.
Honestly, yeah. Cause
In comparison to the normal Intamin over the shoulder, I think.
oh yeah, compared to like Stealths.
Horrific.
Yeah, like compared to Stealths and Ritas, they're a night and day different. But don't you think like the lap bar ones of Taron would be even better?
You see, that's why I don't like Taron, is because that seat design on Taron hurts my back.
All right, fair enough.
Which is why I don't rate it as highly as probably as Maverick.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's a good layout, and there's not much between the two coasters. But I find the seat design on Maverick far more comfortable.
Fair enough. I'm going to let you get on with your dinner before I steal it. So for reference, you get these garlic or cheese or breadsticks from this place right next to Maverick, and it is very good. We tend to go there a lot. What do you think of Maverick?
It's a good coaster. It is a good coaster. It's got a great second launch. I wish that trim brake wasn't on that hill though.
I know.
It would be ace if that wasn't on it. It's a fun. It's honestly, like when you had the night rides on it the other day, incredible. It really is a great coaster. It's got good pops of airtime. It's got great inversions. I honestly wish it had the Taron lap bars on it though.
Same.
You're just more free in the seats and be able to move and ride with a coaster, whereas I find that after the second launch and you go over the water and then it goes quickly to the left, I always find that I get slammed into the restraint a little bit in my neck. So with the lap bar, you'd just be able to ride it a lot more, and I honestly think it would take the coaster to another level.
Yeah, I just think imagine the airtime hills with only a lap bar.
Agreed.
It would be, I don't know, I think I've been on Taron a lot since I last went on Maverick, and I think for the first time ever I actually do prefer Taron just.
I find like on the Taron, when you come out of the first launch and then you go into the overbank, and then you come into that airtime hill before it ducks down, that is incredible. And that is because you've got the lap bar, because the train's going down towards the left. If that was on this, over some of them restraints, you'd be up over the lap bar. It would be so good. So you'd be so free to enjoy that sensation.
Am I right in thinking Taron was the first Intamin launch coaster with those trains that it's got? Because I feel like they kind of made a difference on Intamins going forward.
Yeah, it was 2016 Taron, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah, I'm not 100%. Oh, here he is.
Was Red Force not the first to have them?
2017 Red Force.
Yes.
Taron definitely opened before it.
Yeah, it was 16 Taron.
Yeah.
2016
Because it opened a couple of years after Helix.
Yeah.
Mike Food Shots. Anyway, we need a battery change. The battery's about to go, so we'll see you at the next ride, I guess. The Cedar Creek Mine Train is a 1969 aerodynamics mine train roller coaster. It's one that we're probably not going to get around to doing on this trip, unfortunately. There's a bit of a big queue for it, there's no fast pass for this, and we're already running out of time, so we're going to leave this one on this occasion. What I will say is, from memory, it's not one of our favourite rides here, but it is an Aero classic, and I do respect its heritage and history at this park, but fortunately it's not one we're going to do today. Favour, don't move. spotted me in the end then.
Well, hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Great, absolutely awesome. I have to tell you, this was my 4th ride on the Steel Vengeance, and probably it was the best.
Oh.
This is the first time I ultimately enjoyed that one. So maybe I get a better grip on the taste of the ride.
Yeah. Where did you sit?
Third row.
First time near the front?
I think I rode first and even the last.
Yeah.
But this time, I don't know, maybe I found a perfect spot.
Yeah, good stuff.
Perfect.
What else have you done today?
Oh, Millennium Force, Raptor, Rougarou, I don't know.
What do you think of Rougarou?
Okay, Rougarou is nice, but I rode the Dominator in King's Dominion.
Yep.
And I think Dominator is better, it's smoother.
Ah, okay.
This one is near to perfect, a little bit rattling, but smooth in general in comparison to other rides. So I guess Rougarou is one good example of a floorless coaster.
Yeah. See, Rougarou used to be stand-up. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, it used to be a stand-up coaster.
Nice. I think the usual sit-down floorless suits it better.
Yeah.
I think the stand-up are not that great as are the sit-downs on the same track.
Yeah, I think if every stand-up coaster was converted to a sit-down coaster, I'd not complain.
For me.
Thumbs up for you as well.
Definitely, I would do that.
Excellent. So, hey look, it's Mr. Yates. First time on Steel Vengeance. How was it?
Incredible as always.
Yeah.
So good that ride, man.
Where did you go?
Mid-table. Mid-table.
Mid-table. We're not talking about Man United now, mate.
No, mid-train, but still a fabulous coaster. Such a good ride. Such a good ride.
Excellent. I've got some nice shots of it while you've been on. So, where are we going next? Because I think we still need some Millennium Force footage.
Yeah.
Rougarou, Iron Dragon.
Rougarou then.
Yeah, we'll head in that general direction. Right, I'll let you go to your locker and definitely need a drink on the way.
Agreed.
Oh, it's Gemma, look.
Hey up!
Hey up!
Hey up!
How's your second full day at Cedar Point going?
Amazing.
The Cedar Point, sorry.
Cedar Point. Going really well, yeah, going really good.
Favourite ride still Big Steve Vengeance?
Still a big Steve and it'll never change. I mean, you can't get better than that.
Excellent.
You cannot get better than that at all.
Chris is dying to tell us how good it was as well. I could just tell he was like, I need to say something.
Just God. It's godly unreal, man. That is pushing the limits of what you can do with a ride, and it does not disappoint. Blow me away. Blow me away, man.
And I know you'll appreciate this. What you need to do in a minute is have a walk right down to that far corner.
I actually photographed it from there.
Good. I was going to say, because I've just been down there, because usually it's full of mayflies. You can't get to it.
We stood there yesterday for half an hour photographing, but just go back to that, man. That is a masterpiece.
Yes.
An utter masterpiece. Blow me away. Even you, favourite ride in it?
Yep. Really good.
You loved it.
Airtime.
It's got, like they say, it's got the most airtime in the world.
Yeah.
You can believe it, can't you?
Literally pulls you out with the seat.
And the thing is, it doesn't give up. It's relentless. We just
Yeah.
come back row and it is relentless. Like it wants to kill you, but it just keeps going, man. I could ride that a million times and nothing will come close. Nothing I've done, nothing will come close to that. That is incredible.
What's your second favourite here? Yeah. Maverick.
Honestly, Maverick, yeah. I thought Maverick was, I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. It's actually better than I thought it would be.
Catches everyone out.
Yeah, but I also got to add, I honestly really like Raptor. Raptor is a close second for me. I thought Raptor might have been this tame B&M. Alright, it's tame to the first point until the mid-course brake run, but after the mid-course, like, it's tingly feet moments. Loved it to pieces. We rode together on Steel Vengeance, you were in front of us.
This ride was absolutely crazy, guys.
First time, is it?
First time.
It's amazing.
You loved it, didn't you?
Excellent. See, Cedar Point's making generations of everyone happy.
In a year, this ride's gonna be #1 in the world. It already is.
It already is. I think everybody loves it.
I'm telling you, it's outrageous.
Outrageous.
The engineers are just like crazy.
You loved it, didn't you?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Excellent. Take care, guys.
Get yourselves. Yeah,
Make your friends everywhere, you.
They're in the queue line, they were from Ohio. They were saying it was the first time they'd ever ridden it.
Bit like Mark.
Bit like Mark.
Mark's first ride again.
Insane ride.
I love it.
Excellent. Do you know what? I'm so happy that you're loving it. It's just so good. It's like, obviously we were supposed to come in 2020.
We were.
Like, We'll cut Carl out of this. We were supposed to come in 2020, and obviously we couldn't. So I'm glad it's been worth the wait.
It's been a long time coming, like, and everything here, just not just the event, it's the park, how clean it is, how well organised it is, all the rides. I love this place. This and Kings Island as well. Shout out to Kings Island, because both of these two parks, incredible for me.
Running very well. Sorry.
Ran very well, clean, tidy. Loved every part of these two parks.
If Dragster reopens next year, are you coming? Yeah, I thought you might. We had this conversation.
You think this is honestly your best trip, don't you?
Yes.
Excellent. See, listen to Matt.
Yes.
Join Pleasure Beach Experience events.
Yes.
That's what it's all about. Anyway, I'll let you get on with your day. It's good to see you.
Bye.
Bye. Peace out. Next up is going to be Rougarou, the B&M sit-down floorless roller coaster in front of us. Originally, this roller coaster opened in 1996, known as Mantis, and it was a stand-up roller coaster. Are you happy it's no longer a stand-up coaster?
Yeah, the less stand-ups, the better.
I agree.
Honestly, they're not for me. They're uncomfortable. We'll give this flawless a go, see what it's like, see if it's changed since 2019.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to be fair, I haven't done this since 2018, and that was on a very cold and rainy day in May 2018, so I'll go and give it a go with Mark now, see if it's any better, and not sure if Andy's going to brave it again, but we'll give it another go and see how it is. Make a little confession. I've not been on Rougarou. It broke down while we were queuing for it, and unfortunately my nose had other ideas, so I had to run and get some tissue because I'm still having sinus issues, and I had a tiny little nosebleed, but didn't want it to get any worse, so I've had to go and sort that out. So unfortunately no Rougarou review from me, but the others have just been on it. How was it, mate?
Not very good. Honestly, so along with Cedar Creek Mountain Ride, that is the worst thing here.
Yeah.
I'd even take Iron Dragon over that. It's awful. It really is poor. There's nothing about it. There's no forces. You just get a bit of head bashing and that's it. Not very good. Honestly, get rid.
Get rid. Put something else. Single rail RMC.
Yes, please.
And what about what's it called? Railblazer.
Yeah, put that
Fitting
in.
nicely there, wouldn't it?
It would. Nicely over the water.
Yeah, let's do it. And let's go to Mr. Butt, our sleeping correspondent. How was your sleep on the floor?
Alright.
I thought you'd fallen off the wall, to be honest. I think you need some refreshing drinks and a good sleep. Well, you've already had one now. And a good feed and you'll be alright.
That's probably just had a feed.
The red track in the background there is not Top Thrill Dragster. It's Iron Dragon, which opened in 1989, I believe. I've not been on it this trip, but Mike went on it a little bit earlier. So, Mike, do you want to give us a review? Because I'm not likely to go on it this late in the day.
Yeah, it's not much to write home about, to be honest. I've been on two of the East Coast, obviously this one, and the modern back at Kings Island. And to be honest, I think the best of these coasters have probably been and gone. I think the earlier ones, obviously the original back was notorious for pulling itself together, pulling itself to bits. That was a brilliant ride. They had stuff like the Big Bad Wolf that's been and gone. I think there's one still running somewhere. I don't think it's all that great a ride. However, I think its place here
It's safe.
A bit of a step-up ride. It is popular with families, really popular with families here. Doesn't do a lot for me. I can see why it's popular for the younger visitor now. I just thought it was a bit rough, doesn't really do much.
Yeah.
Well, it's got a place though.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got a place.
The reason I've not done it is it's not on fast lane and just not a chance.
The cute moves, but
Part of the problem.
Bigger, better rides here.
Part of the problem is when this is self-inflicted. When you're filming a vlog, you don't have a chance to do everything.
No.
You've got to ration what you do, and you can't be missing out on all the big stuff. Sometimes you've got to cover. You've got to, like, for example, we can't do a vlog here and not cover Steel Vengeance, because at some point, I mean, we've had a brief review of Chris, Gemma, Carl, and the Lucas, but we've not had like a big review of it yet off me and Mark today and you, and we've not had any. We've not even mentioned Magnum, I don't think.
No. Let's be honest, that's one of the coasters that we adore.
So we've done a lot of stuff that we wouldn't generally do, and I think that I was going to do Rougarou, but my nose had other ideas. Iron Dragon, I just haven't got. I've not got time for it this time. But I didn't like it in 18, didn't like it in 2019. But I'm not going to start saying rip it out because I don't like it or don't want to do it, because equally I get agitated when people say that about things like Arrow corkscrews and Magnum, because I like them. So everyone likes their own thing, and one thing I think that we can do better on PvE, me especially, is that I'll just get rid of it because I don't like it. So as enthusiasts, I think we could all do better with that. But
get rid of it, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that.
We're all bad for it. We are all bad for it.
It's not Planet Coaster, it's real life.
It is. Well, this part does feel like Planet Coaster with that many different coasters here.
I'll have a massive one up there, another massive coaster up there. Watch the money fly out. No, it's obviously the coaster's not to our liking,
but it has a place.
Likes it.
Yeah, I mean, I would replace Rougarou with an RMC single rail, and with Cali's Great America, or Great Adventure, Great America, I think,
California,
closing.
America.
With that closing, then I don't see why Cedar Point shouldn't take the RMC single rail, but they might want to do bigger. But
or they might feel it's got a place in one
a Valley Fair or a Worlds of Fun.
I mean, that would be a very long time for Valley Fair to go without significant investment.
It would be good for them to get that.
It'd be great, but it's 11 years down the line. Whether they move it.
Well, no, it's not. It won't be that long. They'll start ripping rides out at the end of this season, guarantee it. They won't last more than 3 years. I'm certain of it. They've only got 5 years until they, and then they have to lease it back off the owners.
I thought it was 11 years.
No. They've got 5 years and then a 6-year extension if they choose to activate it. They won't. Why would they? I just don't see why they would. I don't even think it'll see out next year. So
see what happens with that one. But I say they might choose that ride to be.
If anyone from Pleasure Beach is listening, get that single rail boat.
Well, we're on the subject of Planet Coaster.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We got to keep it quick. Highlights of Cedar Point today.
Steel Vengeance.
Steel Vengeance.
Front row. Just the overall atmosphere of the park. It is incredible. It is an absolutely special place, and honestly, I cannot recommend this place enough to everyone. Ride ops are fantastic. They will accommodate you as much as they can, and the overall feel of just spending the whole day in this beautiful, beautiful park is just incredible. And like I say, Steel Vengeance to end it. Ride ops said, been on this before, haven't you? Yesterday, like, yeah, sound. Literally, just green, happy days. Send it, great airtime, sun going down, fantastic way to end what's been a special day at the park and a special event. It's been.
We'll do a full event video debrief in PB monthly. Yeah. But for now, I know you've got to jump on the coach, so yeah. I'll see you at the hotel and we'll do a full event debrief that we need to do shortly.
Yes.
But yeah, safe journey, mate, and I'll see you in half an hour.
See you in half an hour.
See you in half an hour.
See you in a bit.
So we've come to the end of Cedar Point 2022. Never thought I'd get back here again after the pandemic. I thought, that's it. I've had me fill of Cedar Point. The prices will go up with flights and I'll never get here again, so I'm just really glad to have been here. And first day it took a bit of warming to being here again because I was feeling really ill, and I just thought I'm gonna have to go back to the hotel because I'm just not feeling it. I'm not enjoying this park like I have in the past. Yesterday and today, amazing. The staff have been amazing. Tony Clark was amazing on the tour. All the ride-ups have been great. I just couldn't ask for more from a theme park. Amusement park. Best amusement park in the world without a doubt. Best amusement park operations I've seen for a long time. Up there with Leesburg. Magnum XL-200 by far still my favourite roller coaster. I've just done 15 laps on it. My thighs are throbbing. I am not going to be able to walk for a week after today, but it'll be worth it. And yeah, I'm going to do a full review about the event at home, but to everyone who's been on the event, thank you for trusting Pleasure Beach Experience. There will be more of these, we will get better. 2024, I've started working on it. I'm building in rest days. We will have more time to hydrate, more time to rest, more time to sleep, and we will enjoy it even more. I think we're the only UK-based group that does this alongside the Roller Coaster Club of Great Britain. I'm sure the other groups will start doing similar now that we've done it because they've seen that it can be done. They all do great events. There's no rivalry, and I'm sure they'll start doing it as well. But we are now more experienced than we were, so I hope that everyone that's been on this trip comes on the next one as well. So it's been a pleasure, and it's been an honour to do this trip. Never actually thought it'd go ahead when COVID started getting in the way of stuff, but all in all, it's been great. And thank you to everyone that came. Thank you to everyone that's followed the updates, and see you in the next Pleasure Beach Experience video.